I'm David, and this is my buddy Mojave. Join us as we explore pet-friendly adventures, eateries, and getaways all over the USA. Pets Welcome Here is coming right up. This episode of Pets Welcome Here is brought to you by Yummy Combs, the hybrid wellness dog treat, and by Longevity 15, developed to strengthen cells to aid in slowing down the cellular aging in dogs. In this episode, we explore the natural geographical beauty and pet lover paradise of Flagstaff, Arizona. We meet Samantha Martin and her amazing and talented Acro-Cats, and then journey to the snowy peaks and pet-friendly valleys of Aspen, Colorado. We begin this adventure in America's gorgeous southwestern mountains in Flagstaff, Arizona, located right along historic Route 66, to meet a friendly pup named Mojave who takes us to the Flagstaff Urban Trail System, fittingly known as Foots.
This is one of Mojave's favorites. This is the Thorpe Trail. It's part of the Flagstaff Urban Trail System, and it's 56 miles of trails. Really diverse trails. We were on Route 66 as part of that. It goes through historic downtown, forests. Love to be in the tall pines, catch that shade. It's just super nice.
Mojave took us along this Ponderosa-lined trail and then guided us to a more open spot on the Flagstaff Urban Trail System called Buffalo Park. Stunning views indeed, and the high elevation makes this area a very popular spot for current and former Olympians to train.
We're at Buffalo Park, which is actually a city park. It's about a 2-mile loop around, 2.5 if you go down the middle. We're in the largest Ponderosa pine forest in the world, but we're high altitude. And you'll see Olympic athletes training, and you'll see them here, you'll see them on the trails, you'll see them around town. It's just a really great place to be and a great place to have your dog.
And one thing I've noticed here are these Discover Flagstaff water bowls.
If you come to Flagstaff, stay in a hotel, bring your dog. Simply take the receipt, your hotel receipt, come down to the visitor center at 1 East Route 66. It's in the old train station.
Okay.
Bring your receipt and you'll get your free dog bowl.
Oh, I saw that train station. That's a cool place.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Now, I mentioned Route 66 earlier. And when it comes to truly experiencing this region of America, this historic route is a symbol of the American road trip.
This is the original alignment of Route 66. We've got about 15 miles of Route 66 in Flagstaff. Bikeable, walkable, runnable. Think of the history and the experiences that happened along here. And people can experience that with their best four-legged friends right here in Flagstaff.
Finding a bunch already.
Yeah.
Along with the stunning trails of Flagstaff, you can venture a few miles to a pet-friendly national monument known as Walnut Canyon, where you and your furry friend can stroll the canyon trails and even witness an ancient dwelling or two along the way. And by then, it may be time to cool off, so why not suit up, grab a stand-up paddleboard, and journey out on Lake Mary, situated in the heart of the pristine Coconino National Forest, located just a few miles southeast of Flagstaff. That's where we ran into a pup known as River, who was fittingly on the lake, but then was rewarded for excellent seamanship with a healthy and tasty treat. When we return, more trails and tasty adventures in Flagstaff, followed by some amazing rescue cats and a trip to the snowy, mountainous, pet-friendly city of Aspen, Colorado. This pet tip is brought to you by Yummy Combs, the original hybrid wellness dog treat. Veterinarian recommended for oral care, superior nutrition, and advanced safety. Yummy Combs for your pet's happier, healthier, and longer life. Today, many pet parents are providing wellness care for their pets that can help maintain health, as well as help prevent diseases that can be life-threatening. For example, did you know that up to 80% of dogs over the age of 3 have some form of periodontal disease that can lead to heart, liver, and kidney disease? 54% of dogs are overweight and can have their lives cut short by 2 years or more. And 600,000 dogs are involved in choking incidents every year, many of them fatal. Having a wellness routine can make a difference. Here's one way you can help. Yummy Combs is a hybrid wellness dog treat dedicated to helping dogs live happier, healthier, longer lives. Yummy Combs is clinically proven to safely remove hardened tartar, which harbors plaque and bacteria, precursors to the leading cause of gum disease and potentially heart, liver, and kidney disease. The comb shape is designed for safety, to deter gulping and choking, and it contains protein and wellness ingredients and has less starch to support responsible weight management. And now there's a fish and egg formula. Yummy Combs was recently awarded the Pet Innovation Award as Product of the Year for dog treats. Yummy Combs, a treat you can feel good about. Want another one? Thought so. This pet tip was brought to you by Yummy Combs, the original hybrid wellness dog treat. Veterinarian recommended for oral care, superior nutrition, and advanced safety. Yummy Combs for your pet's happier, healthier, and longer life. After all of these outdoor adventures, it was time to sit back, relax, and prepare for the eventual dark sky moment of which this Flagstaff region is so well known. And no better way to prep for the starry night sky than to share a brew or two with your pup and crew and experience a thirst-quenching Flagstaff hotspot. Nadia, nice to meet you, and it's nice to meet Juniper.
Yes.
When I first arrived in Flagstaff, it was nighttime. I looked up, all the bright stars.
Yes.
This is really a dark sky town.
Right.
And one place that is happening day and night is Dark Sky Brewing.
It is a wonderful place, a sense of community for people to feel comfortable, enjoy some really great beer and some really great food. It's a place for humans and pets alike.
Forget the stuff in front of us. We got the beautiful flight and this ridiculous burger.
Yes.
This is insane. I can't wait to step into that. I've noticed Flagstaff is always out of this world, right? Everything here, it has that theme.
Agreed.
But I also see skeletons at the front, skeletons hanging from the ceiling,
Yes.
from the roof.
Yes.
What's going on?
So our owners, Ryan and Laramie, are very into the cryptids of the United States as a whole.
Yeah.
So Sasquatch, aliens, Chupacabra, Wendigo, all of those. So I think skeletons kind of just fell in there and they work.
Bigfoot's around here, right? Or is that
is.
in the way? Okay.
He is.
Yeah, that's what
He's
I thought.
around here.
Now, there are many wonderful pet-friendly accommodations here in Flagstaff, but this place stands out on so many levels, perfectly representing the Americana motif and aura of Route 66. And don't take my word for it, just ask the astronaut out front, or maybe the GM.
It's classic, right? This hotel was originally built in 1962. It was the premier motor hotel at the time, and Route 66 has so much history about it, right? And so to be able to bring that history back and revamp and renovate this hotel back to what it was, its glory days of the 60s and 70s, is just so fun. How could you not enjoy a hotel with a space woman out front and some bright colors that people can enjoy and love?
Someone comes with their dog, what can they expect here?
They can expect an amazing experience for all their four-legged friends. We don't charge a fee because we are self-owned dogs, and we want people to travel with their pets, especially on a road trip, because it's just such a fun and intimate experience. They get to come into the rooms, they get to sit on the bed, they get to sit on the couch. We clean it after every time. We've got an amazing dog park that has a dog wash station. As long as they're on the leash, they get to go all around the property and enjoy everything that we've got here.
So after a well-rested evening under the stars, Zach and the friendly outdoorsy astronaut guided us to a place that is literally out of this world. A few miles from Flagstaff lies a geographical wonder where every astronaut who's walked on the moon has trained, a destination fittingly known as Meteor Crater.
It's about 150 feet in circumference. The crater itself is about 2.5 miles around, a mile across, 550 feet today. When it happened 61,000 years ago, it was 700 feet deep.
And what happened to Earth?
Well, it stopped for a minute, for about 3 to 5 years. It's just an amazing place. So once they purchase their ticket, they come to the desk and we log their dog in. And we have air conditioning unit for them to keep them cool down there.
And certain dogs like Bruiser. Bruiser got to come a little further into here. Tell me about that process.
Bruiser got checked in, but he could actually be carried by his owner. He got to see the piece of meteorite, the 1,406-pound meteorite.
He knew what he was looking at.
Yeah, he was.
Paul, thank you so much. Just another unique part of Flagstaff here.
Absolutely. That's why I consider this a one-of-a-kind place.
So after touring the rim of the massive Meteor Crater, we picked up Bruiser from the Flagstaff Dog Ramada and headed back downtown for an Old Town stroll to check out the many pet-friendly Old Town shops and eateries.
We've always been here for our people and for our customers. There's furry friends that come in of all sorts and kinds. I mean, there's dogs, there's cats. I feel like I've had someone come in with a hedgehog once. Some fun things that we have in the building for them specifically. In Sagebrush, we do have a water bowl if they do get thirsty. We also have some treats. In Blackhound, we also have some treats that are super fun. In Mix, we have a little Barca latte.
Here, Gigi, wanna try a little? Coco? Coco down here? Oh yeah, there. Y'all share really nicely. Look at that.
And then downstairs, it's something we always find super funny is that the dogs, we say make friends with the koi fish, and they go down and they kind of stare at the koi pond. The koi fish and the dogs, they just get along. We like to say that they talk to each other, they have a fun time. There's just a bunch of dogs that come through, and we absolutely love each and every one of them.
And last but not least, we decided it was time to chow down Flagstaff style at a jazzy barbecue joint that's been welcoming pets and pet lovers for years.
I've talked to a few of the customers here already, and they love it because it is special. It's not doing it quick, it's doing it right. And I heard through the grapevine, someone even stays here through the night to make sure everything's going well.
We have a pit master that comes in here. He comes in about midnight. I handed off the reins about 6 years ago. And I would never say this to his face, but he might do it better than me now.
I'm smelling this, and you know who else is smelling it? All these lovely dogs out here. When did you decide this is going to be a great place to bring dogs?
When we opened.
Yeah.
So this place was actually named after my dog,
Satchman.
who was also named after Louis Armstrong.
Love it. Yeah.
It's always been dog friendly. We coming in, we wanted it to be dog friendly out of the gate.
And I'm watching the wait staff. I'm watching you.
Yeah.
Y'all are bringing out water bowls for the dog. You make sure they stay happy and hydrated.
Always, always.
So we came here today. The weather was perfect during the day. Now the sun's going down. Weather's still perfect.
It is still great.
Is it like that here in Flagstaff?
Flagstaff's amazing. And we encourage everybody to come to Flagstaff and visit. It's just a great place to come.
When we return, we journey from Flagstaff to Georgia and meet a cat rescue organization that's evolved into an amazing act you've gotta see to believe. Our time in pet-friendly Flagstaff comes to an end. But the show's not over, folks. You see, Who Says a Pet travel show is only about dogs? How about a cat, or two, or three, or four, or more, along with a talented chicken who all join forces to create an epic rock ensemble? You've got to see it to believe it. Let's meet Samantha Martin.
We've seen cats in our show. We've never actually performed with cats. We've never featured them like this. This is so exciting. We're testing the limits of what cats can do. I'm amazed. You see it every day.
I initially was trying to get them more film and production work. So I was like, how can I get these cats to be comfortable in new environments, because that was one of the most challenging things I found. So first I put together the band. I put the band in an RV and was traveling around, and I just kind of opened the doors occasionally, be like, you want to see something really cool? And you know, the band would play and people just loved it. The cats taught me what they needed. Of course, we use clicker training, so it's all positive reinforcement. So you pair the click with something that you want them to do, and you pair the treat with the click. Mm-hmm. So whenever they hear the click, they know treat's on the way, and it's like a communication or a bridge to let the cat know you just done something that's going to get you a treat. The initial inspiration for the whole thing was a cat named Tuna. She was brilliant and she could work anywhere. And then I decided to put the show together. And then in 2009, I started performing a little bit more regularly in places, and I wanted to add a rescue cat to the show. And you can't just go to the rescue, pick one, and pick a kitten out, and then, because what if it's not a kitten that is made for this life? Not every cat can be an acro-cat. Every cat can be trained, but not every cat is made for this kind of lifestyle. Yeah. So I thought, oh, what if I foster a litter, and then I train them all, keep the best one, adopt the rest of them out. So I got involved with a group in Chicago that did foster and adoption program. And that was a life-changing moment for me. Okay. That's kind of when it all changed. They said, okay, we're gonna take you to the kitten room. Whoever you don't take today is going to be euthanized. I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah. So I took all 12. I took all 12 kittens, brought them home. I ended up training all 12 of these kittens, finding homes for them. And since 2009, I fostered and found homes for 380 cats and kittens through the show. Not only can we help homeless kitties find homes, we can also teach people how to bond with their cat and show people that, hey, not only can cats be trained, but they should be trained. You can't just leave them home all day with nothing to do. Take them out on adventures. They're so smart because they're like, well, what's in it for me? I love and respect that about cats. And when we do a show, every show is different because it's completely on their terms.
It's been so fun watching them. Watching the performance, then all of a sudden Cluck Norris comes out. Now we've gone from cats, chickens?
Yes, well, I trained chickens before I trained cats because I actually went to chicken training school.
Naturally.
Yeah, of course. You know, who doesn't go to chicken training camp? Chickens are very trainable, and also they're unaffected by crowds and chaos and noise. So if the cats were a total fail, I knew I could count on the chickens. We tour all over the country. Summer, we head north, and winter, we head south. So hopefully we can keep up the momentum and keep growing and keep inspiring people. We have our schedule. They can sign up for email, and then they'll know when we're going to be close to a city near them.
When we return, we venture back out west to the pet-friendly eats and peaks of Aspen, Colorado. This pet tip is brought to you by Longevity 15 from the makers of Yummy Combs, specifically developed to strengthen cells to aid in slowing down the cellular aging in dogs. Just like us, your dog's body is made up of cells, and just like us, your dog's cells break down as they age, causing your dog to look and feel old, robbing us of our precious companions too soon. Now, there are a variety of ways you can help slow the cellular aging process. This one, from the makers of Yummy Combs, contains acid C15, a crucial fatty acid that helps support long-term health and wellness at the cellular level, helping to repair, restore, and revitalize cells to aid in slowing down the aging process, helping dogs stay healthy and active as they age, while helping to support liver and cardiovascular health. Help your dog live a happier, healthier, longer life with Longevity 15, and love your dog longer. This pet tip was brought to you by Longevity 15 from the makers of Yummy Combs, specifically designed to strengthen cells to aid in slowing down the cellular aging in dogs. So, from friendly pups hiking, paddling, and exploring the wonders of Flagstaff, Arizona, to witnessing Samantha Martin and her exceptional Amazing Acro-Cats, we now take a journey to the pet-friendly Rocky Mountain town of Aspen, Colorado. Pets are welcome year-round in Aspen, Colorado, be it sunny or snowy, or in our case, both. There are several pet-friendly options for accommodations, but right across the street from the park, this one stood out as a perfect home base for our pet-friendly adventures.
It started off as Limelight Lodge, and now here we are, many, many moons later, still serving our local community as well as guests from all over the world. We have pets. We love people to bring their pets. We have dog treats available at the front desk. We have little VIP dog tags for you. You get up to your room, we got dog beds, dog bowls. We have a huge dog park right across the street. You can literally walk outside the door and have plenty of room for your furry little friend to run around.
The Limelight is just a few blocks from the Silver Queen gondola, so we headed up the Silver Queen to the peak of Aspen Mountain. Although dogs aren't allowed on the slopes for their safety, we met a few exceptions, local heroes, both two-legged and four-legged.
So Mika is one of our avalanche rescue dogs.
Called Abby dogs.
Abby dogs.
Okay.
Yep, she's one of our Abby dogs. We get them right when they're a puppy.
What are you training them to do?
So we train them specifically to go and search debris piles, if they ever had to find people that could be buried under the snow.
And it's something that's fun for the dog.
It's not work for them, it's a game. And their goal is to get rewarded.
All right, so we're gonna put Mika to the test, right?
Yeah, we'll run her through a little drill. One of our ski patrollers is gonna crawl into a dog hole that we've dug.
Okay.
And we're gonna cover that hole. You ready to go to work? Search. And then when they're ready, Mika won't have seen where that hole is, and she's gonna start searching, and hopefully won't take more than a couple minutes, and she'll find our volunteer. It's good to test both the handler, myself, and the dog blind, so, because in a real life scenario, I wouldn't know where people are buried either. It's work for us and serious for us, but it's just fun for them.
There are lots of outdoor adventures you and your furry family can share in winter. There are many cross-country skiing and snowshoe trails in Aspen where your dog can run happily along the trail with you. I gave cross-country a whirl on the nearby snow-covered golf course and then journeyed a few miles out for a snowshoe hiking adventure through the rolling peaks filled with these iconic aspen trees. Before we head back to our pet-friendly Aspen accommodations, there's one more destination we've been told we can't miss that has a local dog that's also hard to miss. Let's see what Moose and his pet parent Don are up to over at the local brewery.
I had just moved to Colorado and a friend of mine called about this brewery that made great beer. And so I drove up here, met with the owners. They were kind of tired and ready to move on. And I said, what are you, crazy? Yeah. So here I am. I'd never been to Aspen before in my life. Just said between making great beers in a great location like this, what could be better? We want to make it a place anybody can enjoy.
To Moose of Aspen.
Cheers.
And the Aspen Tap. So after a full day on the mountain with the Avi dogs along the snowy pet-friendly trails and perfectly located pet-friendly accommodations in the heart of the action, it's easy to say Aspen, Colorado is a pet-friendly paradise that truly loves their furry friends. So from the snowy, pet-friendly shops and adventures of Aspen, Colorado, to the ever-original tales and trails of Flagstaff, Arizona, and of course the music-playing cats and a special little chicken who make up the core of Samantha Martin's Amazing Acro-Cats, we continue year after year to find that pets of all kinds are most welcome here. I'm David Zelski. See you next time.